Hello viewers, in today's class we are going to discuss these four important integrals involving the combination of cosine function and sine function, right? So here we'll write the values of these four integrals in a direct manner, right? So here we are going to use a direct result to get the values of these four integrals, right? So now let us first closely observe these four integrals, right? So in the first two integrals, the limits are from 0 to pi by 2, right? So here also we have 0 to pi by 2. And in the next, these two integrals, the limits are from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Here also we have minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, right? Now, moreover, here if we see that our integrands are the combination of cos square x and sine square x, right? So here we have 4 cos square x plus 9 sine square x, and similarly here we have 2 cos square x plus 5 sine square x, and here we have cos square x plus 3 sine square x, right? So here we can take the coefficient of cos square x as 1, right? And here we have 9 cos square x plus 7 sine square x. So now let us first calculate the values of these two integrals, right? So for this, what we will do, we'll first write the general integral, right? So the general integral, it goes like this. If we have the integral from 0 to pi by 2, and the integrand is a square cos square x plus b square sine square x, right? So see, here the integrand is of this form, right? So when we have an integral of this type, then the direct value of this integral can be written like this. First we will write the upper limit, right? So here the upper limit is pi by 2, right? And then we'll take the mean of a square and b square, right? So here the mean of a square and b square is a square plus b square over 2, right? So the value of this integral is given by pi by 2 times a square plus b square divided by 2. So now using this result, let us find out the values of first two integrals. So here, if we compare this integral with this one, then the value of a square is 4, right? So here we have 4, then b square is 9, right? So the direct value of this integral can be written as pi by 2, and then we have a square plus b square over 2. So we have 4 plus 9 over 2, and that is pi by 2 times 13 over 2, that is equal to 13 pi over 4, right? Now similarly, let us find out the value of this integral using this result. So here the value of a square is 2 and b square is equal to 5. So the direct value of this integral can be written as pi by 2, and then we have a square plus b square over 2. So we have 2 plus 5 over 2, that is pi by 2 times 7 over 2, that is 7 pi over 4, right? Now here let us take an important point, right? So this type of integral can also be evaluated by using the method of trigonometric substitution or using the trigonometric identities, and we can also find out the value of this integral as pi by 2 times a square plus b square over 2 by making use of the famous Wallis formula, right? But here we are using the direct result. Now let us take these two integrals. Now see, here the limits are from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, right? So what we will do, see this function, that is f of x, which is equal to a square cos square x plus b square sine square x, is an even function, right? So this is an even function because if we replace x by minus x, then f of minus x is equal to f of x, right? Okay, so now if we convert this integral into this form, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and we have a square cos square x plus b square sine square x dx, then what is the value of this integral? So the value of this integral is half of this value, right? So here we'll write pi, and we have a square plus b square over 2, right? So this value is due to this property, that is minus a to a, f of x dx is equal to 2 times 0 to a f of x dx, because f of x is an even function, right? So now using this result, let us find out the values of these two integrals, right? So let us first take the third integral. So here the value of a square is 1, and the value of b square is equal to 3, right? So the direct value is pi times a square plus b square over 2. So we have 1 plus 3 over 2, that is pi times 4 over 2, that is 2 pi, right? Now similarly we can calculate the value of this integral by using this result. So a square is equal to 9 and b square is equal to 7, right? So using this result we have pi, and then we have 9 plus 7 divided by 2, that is pi. This is 16 over 2, that is equal to 8 pi, right? So viewers, this is how we can solve these type of integrals.